we are on our way to the Gaza Strip.
I grew up here at Kibbutz Alumim, so I feel like I'm protecting my home. Since that Saturday we all joined the reserves, we understand that we have a mission, an important mission to eliminate the terror from Gaza.
It's the 32nd day of this war. We are in a troop carrier. Lieutenant Colonel Gilad Pasternak, our military escort, sits in front of us.
We do what we have to do. This is the most justified war possible that we had to fight. It's our duty to be here. It's our duty to respect our commitment, because we have no other place to go. All soldiers, all officers, understand that we are loyal and fight with determination, bravery, and speed to fulfill the objectives set by our leaders.
It's just over 1 month since the terrible Hamas onslaught of October the 7th. The IDF's ground operation has been pursuing its objectives for more than 10 days, annihilating Hamas. Once there, we are the first journalists to discover what the humanitarian corridor looks like. In this war zone, in the centre of Gaza, on the main Salah ad-Din artery, these civilians from Gaza are fleeing the fighting, some with their hands in the air, others clutching a white flag.
We are in the middle of the Gaza Strip. Behind us, just people from Gaza, Gazans, that are trying to escape the war zone. They are walking with their hands up and with a white flag. But these soldiers are trying actually to protect us and protect themselves, because probably there's some terrorist in the middle of this crowd.
Today it has been opened in 9 a.m. and it's about to close at 14 p.m. You can hear clashes and battles between Hamas terrorists and the IDF soldiers, also west to the Salah ad-Din street over there. Of course, Hamas doesn't like the fact that the people are going, actually his human shield are going from the north to the south, and that's exactly what the IDF is trying to do, to separate this population, the civilians, from Hamas terrorists doing their acts of terror inside the neighborhoods, inside the buildings over here.
And perhaps among them, Israeli and foreign hostages.
If they are inside, any people who've been kidnapped or being hostages, run toward the soldiers, don't be afraid.
For both officers and soldiers, the objective here remains the same.
Well, we have a lot of challenges over here. The first one of them is, of course, the tunnels. We're finding tunnels all over the strip, in all the cities, in all the neighborhoods. We're finding streets. Each building, each compound have its own tunnel in order to be able to sabotage the IDF soldiers. That's the first one. The second one is aerial assets. We are dealing with drones. We are dealing with of course, mortars, with rockets aiming towards the IDF soldiers and the people on the rear in the cities of Israel. And also, of course, Hamas is taking advantages of the narrow streets, of the kasbahs, of the corners, in order to wait for the IDF soldiers to make small ambushes on them. But I can definitely tell you, like the IDF spokesperson told, that today there is Gaza North and there is Gaza South, and the IDF is controlling over Gaza North.
These kind of tools came from the engineering corps that are trying to protect the soldiers and also detect the tunnel. It's quite impressive inside the Gaza Strip.
It's our duty. We are part of history. It's not a question of revenge, but defending our state, our home. They attacked us. It's our turn to defend our civilians.
An emotional soldier wants to speak.
את מה שאנחנו צריכים לעשות לפני הרבה זמן, אנחנו עושים עכשיו כבר. כל מה שאנחנו עושים עכשיו זה נטו בשביל שההיסטוריה לא תחזור.
Everything we do today is to ensure that history does not repeat itself. Ultimately, what my grandparents experienced during the Second World War happened because of hatred of Jews. On October 7, these massacres, these civilians killed, raped, defiled, burned, are the result of this same hatred, exactly what the Nazis did to us.
We're pushing back because there is a sniper threat. As you can see, every place just behind me are potential positions for snipers. That's why all the soldiers and these tools are here to protect us.
Once on board again, we drive east, into one of the Sujaya neighborhoods. An armored vehicle has just fired. We are in the middle of a complex multi-battle operation against Hamas positions. Facing danger under Hamas fire, we were quickly asked to leave the area.
We are in the middle of a war zone. Now you can hear clearly gunfire. We are in an active gun battle zone. And we are in the north, central Gaza Strip. Now the soldiers are facing the terrorists from the Nukhba of the Hamas group. And we are asked to come back inside the vehicles because it's not a safe zone. As you can hear.
Back in Israel, Lieutenant Colonel Gilad summarizes this day of war for us.
It's no secret when I tell you that many Israelis are being held hostage in Gaza. One of the goals of our war is to bring them home. When we see a way to bring them home, or to give us details about their fate, we do it, and I won't elaborate.
While we leave this gathering place on the Israel-Gaza border, these soldiers are determined to fight, regardless of how long it takes and regardless of the cost.